Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. We have a new season, we have new cards, and we have same old positive attitude. I'm excited to jump in. I have been brewing for the last hour and a half. I ended up working a little bit longer today because I turned in my notice, and I thought I could brew a quick video, get it uploaded, and then go live, but I forgot how many bots are early game, and so at the start of a new season, and so I haven't been able to get a cohesive video together, and so I figured I might as well just go ahead and go live as I'm recording the games. And then Pilk and Joy, welcome in. Isn't it super late your time? Hopefully you're having a great day, Pilk. And then Hydra King, Krispy Kreme, welcome in. Hopefully you're having a great one as well. And then Spiky Pete, oh, it's super early your time, Pilk. And then Hydra King, Hydration King, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a great one. I heard that there's no more gold in conquest rewards. I haven't looked at what the reward is, but I heard that there's no more gold here. So Storm, okay, because that is the singular card that we have not. That's the singular card we haven't had very many variants for. I mean, the variant looks good. I like it. But there's so many good Storm variants already. Then Hydra King, you said I make you hydrate, but I don't got enough points yet. All right, I'll wait. I'll wait. Maddie, you said I got Scream and it's kind of interesting. I do enjoy Scream. I was a one tapper this week, or this. I was a one tapper this this week. So I was able to pull Scream in one key. And she's kind of cool. Whenever any card moves anywhere, my initial reading, Krispy Kreme, my initial reading, I thought she had to move, it had to move to that lane. But when it has to move just anywhere, it's very, very interesting. And then Ook, welcome in. Hopefully you're having a great one. But as far as what we're brewing with today, it's a mid-range agent. And so the deck revolves around a couple of core cards or combos. Let me pull it over. I'm going to just minimize these two things real fast. Oh, not that one. I'm going to minimize these things, and we'll run through the deck explanation. So the main idea is, in my early testing, it feels really bad when you're running Venom or Agent Venom, but you don't get it until late game. And so you're building in those cards that really benefit from having their power increased, and then you're just stuck looking at a turn 5 or turn 6 Venom. And so to be able to counteract that, we throw in Bast. And so that way, if you draw your Iron Man early, you draw your Hood, your Kitty Pryde, your Mysterio, at least you're still going to get that benefit. So now Mysterio is always or almost always going to be either a 9 power or 12 power play, depending on what he gets hit by. I'm not completely sold on Athena in this list, because a lot of turns, especially towards the end, we're playing more than one card, more than 2 cards per turn. But in general, it has worked out pretty well. The good hits for the Bishop, the Mysterio plus our 1-cost Flood, along with Hitmonkey on the last turn, can be super, super surprising, especially if we've already staged down a 3 or 4 power Iron Man. And so that's what we're going with. I think Cerebro 4 is a cool idea, but I also feel like it's just going to be a gimmick. Let's let me pop it back in from the Abyss real fast. We have, looks like a new album, and I have I have 0 out of 12. All right, so we're not going to pull any of those anytime soon. That's all right. Let's go ahead and jump in with the mid-range agent, see what we can get going. And then on the YouTube side, Luke, you said, hello TLSG, you're a legend. Your builds are the best. Thank you for making this game fresh and exciting. Thank you so much for being here, Luke. And then Motherly Gallbladder. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that definitely deserved to be blocked. And so Motherly, take your spam out of here. And then Just Ichi, hey TLSG, congrats again on getting to go full time. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much, Just Ichi. I'm really excited as well. We'll see how it plays out and how it goes. It's a bot, yeah, it's a bot. All right, so first up we have Pixie Chef. The first location is Eternity Range. We do have Agent Venom in our opening hand, which has been eluding me in early testing. The only bad thing here is Mindscape, so we'll have to flood a little bit early. The opponent ran an Ant-Man as well, Dazzler, so they're running probably just like a Marvel Boy, Khazar Zoo, like flood deck, which I think is always decently strong. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to navigate. Let's go Hope Summers. We do have the Agent Venom hit on Mysterio, which is beautiful to see. It's easy to forget that it actually got buffed up, but all of the copies and the original will be 4 power. So the Patriot and the Demu. Yo, TLSG, your decks always get me to infinite. You're the GOAT. Thank you so much, Demu, for being here. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day so far. So the Patriot is very scary. I think we go Mysterio and 8 Bishop. Get +2 energy, +4 energy, or +4 energy next turn. So we could go Iron Man plus Sage, plus a 1-cost card. But if we did Kate Bishop over here, before 5 energy, I think we could go 5 extra energy. We could go Iron Man, Sage, both 1-cost cards. We would give them Juggernaut, but I'm not sure that that matters. You said Master Mold or Sentinel? Master Mold or Sentinel for Venom. And then Pilkey said, if you didn't know, because I didn't until it came up on my For You. Yes, I have a Pokemon Pocket channel. And so I linked I made a command for it. So a lot of people were asking if I was going to be covering it. And I actually I posted a video around noon-ish on it as well. So we could go Ant-Man or Iron Man. Oh, sheesh. I don't know if I want to go Sage. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. We're going to give them a Shang-Chi. Which feels bad. But we could always go, like, really... No, I don't think we go really big here. 4, 6. We go Grapple Arrow, Sage, throw Pim Arrow. We're going to send them Juggernaut and Shang-Chi. But we at least have a lead on them in the right. We have a lead on them in the left, and we're primed to position some big power in mid. Oh, for your Avatar redemption. I didn't see the redemption come through. I will switch it over right after this game built. So the Valkyrie comes down, Dazzler gets pretty big, and then they had an Annihilus. Interesting build from Pixie Chef, indeed. And so unless they top deck it, they won't be able to fill up anything in the right lane. We're giving them Shang-Chi and Juggernaut. So go ahead and throw this and this. I think we should be okay. I think with the power from Agent Venom, we were able to get enough onto the board that they're not able to find a way to win. We'll take it. Let's jump over into the next one. And then Jeezy said TLSG stands for the legendary streamer GOAT. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully you're as excited for the new season as I am. Hopefully these cards will kind of shift up the meta. I don't know that Scream will be kind of frustrating, but I don't know that she makes a disrupt move explode. I want to test it out a little bit more to see if it kind of has some merit, but I wanted to check out Agent Venom first. So let's go Master Mold. Don't have Master Mold. Let's go Sentinel. We have 1 Sentinel. Do that, and then we'll go with the Sentinel card back as well. We'll match them up. And then Marcus on the YouTube side said, TLSG, what's up? Hopefully you weren't affected by that weird Twitch charge. No, I was. It was, I had almost $400 that was charged back. I mean, it's unfortunate, but I mean, what are you gonna do? And so I think it's a one instance out of so many generous people that I've had and that I do have in the channel. So I don't let it get me down. And then also Jeezy, thank you for the bits. Let's go ahead and lock this in. A Man-Thing Enjoyer is our next opponent. We skip on one. We do have Agent Venom, so the rest of our cards will end up being powered up. Bar with no name is unfortunate. We could try to just not do Agent Venom this game and angle... Wait, do I not have Hood in this deck? No, I picked the wrong deck. This wasn't meant to be this one. I have one with Hitmonkey that I meant to be running. I selected the wrong one. The Breaker said, I was wondering what you thought of putting Ravonna in an Agent Venom deck as a backup plan. So I like the idea of Bast instead. I think Bast creates some really cool play lines or opportunities. We should have done Agent Venom. I was thinking the Bast line, and it wasn't the Bast thing for us. I think that Bast creates some of those alternate play lines. Yeah, do Mysterio first, then Venom. Where's Venom in the... Where's Venom only deck? Oh yeah, Venom is only in... it only impacts the cards in the deck. Oh, wait.
Oh, snap.
Fortunate for him. Let's go Agent Venom into like Mysterio left.
Victory.
Yeah. who needs the Hood when you have Thena? As long as we could have dropped more than or less than 2 cards on that last turn, it would have been fine. Whew. Or Cassandra Nova did us a big solid. So I'll switch over to the right deck now. The one with a Sentinel. And then unemployed Swiggy, have you quit your job yet? Also, when you do, are you throwing rank at your boss? No, I did put in my notice, and so I have time off. I'm gonna work half days in the morning and then come in and stream in the afternoons here. To fill up the next couple of weeks. But I did turn in my notice today. Your team Hitmonkey? Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea of the Bass as that, like, backup or alternate line. So I'm going to hold it one more turn. And then I think we play... No. Yeah. I'm going to hold it one more turn. We're going to play Hope Summers first. Then we'll play Bast on turn number 5. Let's go Hope Summers. We get a Jin out of the deal. We are going to be able to fill up most of the board. Did you get Scream? I did. I got Scream. I pulled her in 1. I was very excited when I realized that the cards didn't have to move to her lane for her to steal their power. And so it's like a universal Kingpin, which is incredible. And it buffs you when it steals theirs. You said you used 3? Oh, no. I'm excited to try it out. So we go Bast... We go Thena, Bast. That'll make the Jin 3 power. Make our Bishop 3 power. We really get to lean into that like flood portion on the last turn. I'm gonna go ahead and snap into it. It's literally Kingpin and Kraven combined. Yes, except it doesn't have to move in her lane. It's just anywhere. And so really fun, really easy to trigger her. So she's easy to plug into like a disrupt deck, and then just go crazy. I did want to see if I could get Agent Venom popping first, and then I do have a build that I have built out for Scream as well. And then hey, General Sergeant, how's it going? Good afternoon. Did you end up doing any celebrating last night? I mean, Hydra King, you got the points you needed, Hydra King. I didn't do any big celebrating. I cooked with the family, and then we finally moved the dogs over to our new house, and so they were going crazy. We did to kind of let my daughter be super excited, and the dogs have a like good introduction to the new yard. Me and my daughter hid dog treats like all over the yard for the dogs to just find as they were coming through, and so they definitely enjoyed it. So we need a Bast now. Fast a backup for agent. Yes, yes, Pilk. And this is I think the only time I've ever seen this happen. We have double Pilk in the chat. We have both Pilk Enjoyer and Fresh Pilk. And a while back, I didn't even know what Pilk was. And so I've been educated since then. The first time that Fresh Pilk popped in, I thought it was Pilk Enjoyer that changed his name. Prominence, you said I'm going all in. Yes, that's what I had in mind. So it was counter heavy, or movement intense, so like Juggernaut, Polaris, Spider-Man, Arrow, Stegron, and then the ones that you listed. So Kingpin, Kraven, Scream. A person of culture, I see. What is Pilk? Pilk is something that I didn't know existed, but apparently is all the rage. Let's go Thena mid, Hood left, and then we just explode everything on the last turn. So we do the Mysterio, we do the Hit Monkey. Maybe we get to do a 1 cost that we draw as well. He said they like Pilk, so it has to be a good person. It does indeed. So the ads are about to roll. Typically, I try to make sure they don't during the middle of gameplay. We're in a bot match, so it doesn't really impact a whole lot. But Mysterio, Hit Monkey, Mysterio. This becomes an 8-power play to the left, so we'll lock that in, and then we get the retreat. We're gonna jump to the 1.5 of ads, and then we'll be right back, you guys. Agent Venom is decent, especially I didn't enjoy it all that much until I added Bast into it. I actually got rolled by somebody that had a similar build, and they had Bast as that like backup line, and it absolutely dominated me. So we're gonna jump over into the ad break real fast, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And then Crop Top Cop said, "Hey TLSG, hey chat, welcome in Crop Top." And then Hydra King said, "Ads, never heard of her." With how many subs we have floating around the channel, it doesn't surprise me. And then Pilk, you said my Scream deck. I'm gonna try when I get her. Kingpin, Scream, Jeff, Raven, Rogue, Juggernaut, Player, Spider-Man, Miles, Stegron, Cannonball, and Magneto. Those are definitely interesting ones because you're gonna force them to move regardless. I like the Cannonball. I typically like Magneto, but sometimes it feels like it's a bit too much. And so I went with Arrow instead, but I do like the idea. Played 3 games so far with AV Surfer. Oh, Agent Venom Surfer. Drawn AV 0 times. Yes, my first like 15 games, I didn't see Venom at all. All right, next up we have Binzi. The first location is the Raft. We're probably not going to fight for that unless we draw into our Kitty Pryde, but if not, we won't. So Space Throne in the right. We do get Agent Venom, which is nice for all the cards we have left in our deck. So the Bast, Ant-Man, Kitty Pryde, Mysterio all benefit from it. We need the Bast for like the Hood line. That would be the Bast thing for us. Trying a Sarah Scream right now. Ooh. So it feels like you want to be moving at least one of their cards every turn with the Sarah version. We do get the Mysterio. Unfortunately, Space Throne is really restrictive, so it's not going to do a whole lot for us. Bishop and try to outscale whatever they play. We leave the line open from like a Hit Monkey. Let's go Hope Summers. The Scream hit all the ones Magneto moves? No, just the first card moved each turn. We do get Bast. Probably for the Bast. Let's see. Bishop, Bast. That's going to give us 7 energy on the last turn. We could do 3, 4, 5, 6, or 5, 6, 7. That might be the direction we go, is like a Mysterio Iron Man line. I don't know if we beat the stacked up collectors that they're getting, though. Kingpin hits them all? Yeah, Kingpin hits them all, though. And then Maddie Daddy, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the support. Sorry, I just now realized that my notifications, my alerts are turned off, and that's why I wasn't catching any of them. Let's go ahead and add those back on. That way, as those come through, I can appreciate you guys. So the Gambit comes down, buffs up their Morbius. They didn't play Gambit into cloning bats, though. So this would be 1, 2, 3. You do 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11. That'd be better than doing like an Iron Man, probably. I also think we probably lose this one, but I'm going to give it a shot. It's actually only going to be 9 with the Hit Monkey to the right, unless we did Hit Monkey mid. Interesting deck. Thank you, Maddie. Hopefully it does well. We'll see. So the idea is that Bass is that backup line, or for the consistency piece of if you don't draw your Venom early, which just seems to be the case that I was going through. The Moon Knight, the Lady Sif. Okay. We win right. But I don't think we win mid or left. Had we played Hit Monkey left, maybe. We played it into mid, and that's not going to be enough for us. Hit Monkey left could have done it, but I had no idea that they wouldn't go to the right. Yeah, just short, unfortunately. And then Pilk, once I load it up, the next time I load it up, I'll add you. I saw your message, but between editing the pocket video that I had ready to go for the last 2 days and just didn't have time to edit it, doing work this morning, coming back, trying to prep. I've been cut thin. And then Puma, you said also those Helidecks with their loot cage really ruins your day with Scream. Yeah. Yep, unfortunately it does. Next up we have Alpha. The first location is Atlantis. Silkenjor? No, I didn't forget about you. I haven't been able to load up Pokemon Pocket today. But as soon as I do, I'm gonna add you. I'm gonna add you, I promise. Alright, let's go Kate Bishop. We have Hope Summers to start scaling up our energy. It's going to be a destroy deck, so we have to look out for like playing our 1 costs too early. Let's go Hope Summers right. We might do one of our 1 costs, depending on what they play. Could merge with their Deadpool. They took a gamble on it, a 50-50 gamble. Get Bast. Might be that we just play Bast and we don't even worry about the Thena. Although I guess if we play it out, Thena scales this turn to 3. She can help us win Asgard. That's what we'll go. That's what we'll lean into. It turns our Hood from a -3 to a +3. And then if it gets hit with Agent Venom, which Agent Venom seems to be hanging out at the bottom of our deck more often than not, then it would turn it from a -3 up to 4.
What a game!
No Acid Arrow. I assume that they have Killmonger, and so I'm trying to wait out the Killmonger, so that the Acid Arrow. Oh, I guess the Acid Arrow with Bass will stay on our side. Okay, well, I'm a mod in the Pocket server. It's a fun game to just play a few battles, but mainly just collecting. Yeah. Hopefully they kind of ramp that up and maybe they change it a bit, because I for one would really enjoy something a little bit more like competitive. It's definitely fun for what it is, though. Go ahead and go with this. And then the KGB agent with the resub of Prime for the 3rd month. That pushes us to 1,065. I think this is the first one for the day. But that does not mean that it's not every bit as important. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're having a great day so far. So they've dropped the Killmonger, so our 1 costs are now safe, thankfully. Next turn we can go Mysterio, which we only have the bonus or the 4 power on one of them. But we do have our demon, so we can go Mysterio, Hit Monkey, put an extra 4, 5, 6, 7, so an extra 14 in mid. A decent amount to the right, a decent to the left. And then Boosty, welcome in. You're starting to get creative with your emotes. Hopefully you're having a great day, Boosty. I'm excited to have the new season upon us, see how far we can get with today's stream. Then Ghastly, how many subs are we on today? So I just went live a few minutes ago, and we're at 1,065 is what we're sitting at. And then Dolly with the hydrate reminder. I appreciate you. I forgot that they had scaled their null so much. We're just short once again. Unfortunately. Just face Agent Venom, Sarah control with Cerebro. Wait. They were Cerebro? Or they were Sarah control? And then Ginger Ale, you said, what do you think? Agent Venom into Sarah control? I think Sarah control could probably be okay. You really don't get a huge amount of benefit from the Agent Venom in that one. And so it's just kind of a little bit of extra stat boost onto it. I think it's probably, for the most part, okay, though. It looks like I just... Oh, for the end of last week? Did you beat me? Did I end up in like bottom 4 for it in the Alliance? Have you tried a 0 power deck with Agent Venom? No, I haven't. I'm not sure how well that would work though. All right, let's go ahead and go Agent Venom on turn number 1. We have everything in our deck that's going to get ramped up with it. I've been seeing people play your Dracula dump deck a lot. It's a pretty straightforward and pretty explosive one, so I've been enjoying it a lot. All right, with Agent Venom, everything we draw now is 4. We could wait for a potential Bast to start the Bishop scaling, but I think we go ahead and get it down onto the board. And I'm going to go ahead and snap into it, because with the discount, we will be able to play quite a bit. I don't know that we beat a high roll for a discard, though. We would have to get lucky with like an Iron Man placement, but we'll see. Darrow is pumping with it? Wait, pumping is in going down or climbing quickly? All right, let's go Bishop. Kate Bishop. We'll have the 0 cost arrows that we can use in the right lane. We have our Ant-Man over there. That's really the only cards we'll be able to position in that direction. He's climbing quickly. Was he playing it today preseason or like yesterday? Glad you hit 1,000. Are you quitting tomorrow then? So I put my notice in. I put my notice in today. So they already know it's happening. Let's go Iron Man left.
I am Iron Man.
So they do have their swarms. They'll be able to flood those into Crimson Cosmos. But we have a hefty lead in the left. The double 4 power Mysterio. I think we hold this. Because everything, no matter what we draw next turn, we'll be able to use it as well. Ideally, it's a 1 cost that goes down to 0 for us. Then Ghastly said, happy for you. You deserve it. One of the goats of Twitch and YouTube. Thank you so much, Ghastly. I'm excited for the journey. Drunken, no, you're okay. That was just why I asked. And we do get Kitty Pryde, which starts at 4. So let's go Hit Monkey, Ant-Man, Grapple Arrow, Pim Arrow, Kitty Pryde, Mysterio. We're gonna flood the board. The Elysium definitely helps a lot. But we're gonna get the retreat. Unfortunate. Both bishops were gonna be huge. We'll take it. Let's jump over into the next one. Pilkinger, you said Havoc might be good in this deck, not gonna lie. Play on turn 5. If we hit, and if hit by Agent Venom, Havoc will be 212. Especially if we get to ramp into an Iron Man plus Havoc. Give us a pretty explosive one. It'd be like an alternate to like the Hit Monkey line, potentially. Might be onto something, Pilk. 2 out of 12? Yeah, 212 is definitely chef's kiss.
Opponent snapped. Snap.
Back another week to request Zola deck. Like a Black Panther Arnim Zola stuff. We're seeing less clutter, so it probably could squeeze by and get some decent wins, actually. So just thinking about it, since someone asked what to put instead of Thena. Yeah, and Thena, honestly, it doesn't feel like she's perfect here. Because a lot of times you're going to be dropping on the last 2 turns more than 2 cards. Less clutter? Yeah, I've been seeing a lot less clutter. Maybe that's just me, though. And then Hydra got to bounce to your son's, my son's soccer game. Good luck. Thank you so much for stopping by and dropping the hydration reminder. We will catch you around on the next one. So, ooh, double Mysterio. And this one actually got hit by Bast too, because we draw a copy of it since we changed it. Interesting. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we can get a Hope Summers down, we're gonna be able to flood 6, 7 cards on the board on the last turn. Would be beautiful to see. This is a bot, so we're not gonna showcase this anywhere, but still would be incredible. Kitty Pride, and we could honestly go Hood as well. So maybe instead of Kitty Pride, we go Hood. That way we generate a demon. And then Maddie, you said you don't have Thena. Yeah, instead of Thena, you could honestly probably go Havoc. The only reason Havoc wouldn't be okay is if you went Iron Man. But a 212 is so hard to turn down. Or if you hit it with Bast, it's a 211. And so I think it's a win-win for sure. Agent Venom, yeah, and Thena, honestly, with Mysterio, it breaks that functionality too often. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want to go ahead and like a demon. So I think we take out Thena. Have you tried Scream yet? I only played it for like 2 games. I like her in theory, and I think her being like a universal Kingpin and a universal Kraven in one is really cool. Queasy, you said Sage is great too. Yeah, Sage is also a good one. You said not joking though. You're the only reason I got into Snap in the first place. Watch the 30 days of Snap like 100 times. Where on Earth is the final episode? Queasy, I have some bad news for you. Right after Angel's Hydrate reminder. So I recorded from 60 to, it was like day 98, and my hard drive fried. And so I lost all the footage. I was just waiting on being able to, like edit it together, and I lost the footage. So what I'm waiting for, hopefully, them to do some kind of change to card acquisition to warrant me going back and just redoing the series. Because when I came back, I did start over and I did a new account for 30 days. And then I realized the only thing different from
hey, welcome.
to now
It took you long enough.
is that the booster shop portion in the shop you actually want to engage with as a free-to-play player, whereas before you didn't want to at all. Call it a day, 12. Thank you so much for the Prime sub and the support. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day so far. Let's go ahead and get Thena out of here, and we're gonna throw in the good old Havoc. I think Havoc is a good shout. Oh, not newest. What are we doing? I haven't upgraded him even to legendary. I don't have enough credits. Oof. All right, let's give this a try. I think it's a good sub. Why Havoc? So Havoc, Black Swan over Hawkeye. Black Swan over Kate Bishop. I really like Kate Bishop to generate those additional tools for us. You could go Black Swan, but you don't really need the extra energy on that last turn. I've been a Havoc enjoyer today. Myself, he's sneaky. Definitely a sneaky one. So we do get Bast. Probably the best thing we could have asked for. Let's hold off for a turn on it, though. You may need it with Havoc. I don't think so. I don't think we will. We're not planning on dropping Havoc on like 2, 3. It'll most likely be on like 4 or 5. You said, oh, the pun. Ouch. Unfortunately, we did do it. Let's go Bast. I'm not going to play the Kitty Pryde because I want her to get hit. And then we'll start. We don't have anything big that we want to curve into, do we? I'm going to hold it. We're going to hold it one more turn. They get their Kate Bishop down. Get Ant-Man. All right. I'm not going to hold off any longer. Let's go ahead and do it. It's for the best. First impressions on Agent Venom. He's very fun. He's much easier. So anytime you have a strong ability that's a relatively cheap cost, they're ultimately more flexible than something like a Scarlet Spider. And so I think we'll see a lot of. Ooh, a great time to use Bast right into the second Wakanda Embassy. And so Havoc starts at 5 power. Whew. The Mysterio does get missed, though, unfortunately. And Hood being a positive 5 is beautiful as well. I think we go Hood. Go ahead and tease like an Ant-Man. Actually, no. I'm going to do Ant-Man Kitty Pryde to the left. And then next turn we have the 10 power the 10 power Iron Man by himself. Does he buff the fake Mysterios? Yes. Agent Venom? Yeah, Agent Venom buffs the fake Mysterios. Because it sets his power to 5, and so all of them or sets their power to 4. So all of them are 4. Wouldn't Angela be better than Havoc or Athena? Not necessarily. It's better for early play, but Havoc is going to scale higher more often. And then Boofin with the snap redemption. We'll gladly do the snap. Okay, we get the retreat. I was thinking we lean into the Iron Man this turn. On the last turn, we have Havoc, which is going to be a 9 power 2 cost. We had the Demon, Kitty Pryde, and then maybe the other Mysterio for another 4. But we'll take it. What's the best sub for Havoc? You could. I was running Thena before. Thena didn't feel incredibly great. You could go Angela. Angela was an alternate pick for me, but you don't get as much benefit from like the Bast
welcome.
or the
It
Agent
took you
Venom,
long enough.
with the Angela line. Is there drops? There's not drops right now. I don't know if any have been announced. Somebody in chat yesterday said that Jeff was telling people Thursday for drops, but I haven't seen anything for it. Stage could be okay. It increases your curve, so it's harder to do that on like the last turn when you're actually dropping your cards. Is it Thursday was announced? Nice. And so it is Thursday. Good. Drops in 2 days. That means a marathon stream from me, my guys. I'm excited. Actually, 2 drops this time around. Nice. And so right when I went full time, we are going to put in ungodly hours for. I really want to play the high voltage. The high voltage sounds good. Did you turn in your official notice? I did. And then Rando, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the support. That pushes us to 167 out of the original 1,000. And so we're and it pushes us close to, I think, a hype train. Stan, you said, how close are you to making this your full time? So, funny you should ask. We just made it our full time today. I put in my notice. I'm gonna work half days for the next like week to 2 weeks, just to kind of do some like knowledge transfer and things like that. But otherwise, we're gonna be free. One, you said, what you did? We did. And whenever I got done with the stream yesterday, my wife already knew, because she could hear me from upstairs in my streaming room, and so she knew. I went to tell her, and she was like, "Oh, I already know." All right, so the Havoc, we could go, if we wanted to forego the Iron Man, we could also do it on the last turn for like the Hit Monkey stuff. But alongside the Mysterio is tough. And then Legendary Lay 808. Thank you so much for the 6 months at tier 1. That is huge support, and it pushes us closer, a little bit closer to reaching the Partner Plus status, which we hit last week for level 2, which gives us a bigger split of our ad revenue. And so maybe we can make that a reality too. So I almost want to go. Havoc. Havoc in the left lane ends up being pretty big, but we'd be stuck at 4 energy. We kind of want at least 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this. Did I miss that? That's awesome. Yes. We had a huge day yesterday. It was like 200 subs, a really big gift or donation from a General Sergeant, 100 to push it over the edge. You said 5 energy. Agreed. Yeah, we're gonna try it. So we have the Ant-Man now as well. We have 5 energy, so 3, 4, 5. Do both of these, so we could end up doing like a Havoc, throw like, maybe it's Ant-Man. No, whatever's over here is gonna change. Maybe it's Ant-Man Havoc. Kitty Pride. As long as we don't hit a blade, I'll be fine. I'll be happy. Havoc and Tarnax. Yeah, I didn't mean in Tarnax. It's a big blob. Fortunately, big blob. Takes out their Legion. It takes out Absorbing Man, Windpool. Pretty good. It's also decent. This becomes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We don't win mid off of this play. So we're not going to win. Nah, we can't win. If we could get just over that that blob, we might be able to do it. Mysterio changes left? Yeah. Yeah, Mysterio changes left. But with us having Havoc over here, I don't think they really fight for this left. Maybe they do, and maybe we get really lucky. We can try it. And if that's the case, we may go like Hit Monkey right, just to like really reinforce it. Did you ping your boss yet? I did. She was very stressed because we already had one teammate leave out of our team of like 6. We had one person leave. Another one is actively looking because they called for the return to work, and it's just like the way that they did it really rubbed a lot of people wrong. So she was definitely stressed, but they're happy for me. Wait, these were legit gift subs? Yeah, they were definitely legit gift subs. So the Proxima Phoenix Force. We're not gonna we don't have a 2 cost in the world that saves that one. Almost, but not quite. We're not able to get there. Had this one been a little bit lower roll for them, we could have done it. We changed we changed from a Mysterio to a Mysterio. It's best to leave a job when it's already on fire. I mean, if the ship's going down, you don't want to go down with the ship. Plus, I think it was a good... I would always wonder, would I be able to make this work if I don't? Losing 50% of your team feels bad. Yeah. Yeah, and it's nothing that my direct supervisor did. It's we got new leadership from the very top. And that definitely hurts. And then Schwaks, you said, thank you so much for the resub for 6 months at tier 1. You said 4-year streak? 4 month? Yeah, it's the upper management that ended up really bringing it downhill. All right, let's go ahead and go Agent Venom to the left. Why aren't you claiming your ladder rewards? I will, Batman. I've been playing the game 4 years, 4 months. You know, it's foreshadowing, Schwaks. How far are we from the sub goal? We are negative 69 away from the sub goal. So we surpassed it. So beautiful Mysterio here. Let's save it to drop after, maybe after our bishop. I don't know. Comes time, kind of tough. Agent Venom is incredible. He can do some really cool things. I'm really enjoying it. I think he's great for like a mid-range deck, which a lot of times those are pretty potent. What's the most optimal turn to play Havoc? I don't know. I'm still filling out that piece of it. Worst case scenario, Bast hits our Mysterio. Let's go ahead and go Hope Summers. And then Boofin Blunts, thank you so much for resubbing for 1 month at tier 1. For the 4th month, or 4 million years. Who can say for sure? I wonder how many Cerebro 4 matches we'll see. It just didn't seem like it had enough like to really get what we needed out of it. So Hood, Nico, they're capped out here, so a Falcon would be the only thing that saves them. I want to do Bast, but the longer we wait, the worse Bast looks. And so I think it becomes Bishop, Kitty Pride. We start getting additional energy from Asteroid M. Yeah, the Bishop shifts over into mid, you're right. Then welcome in, Boofin. Thank you so much for the resub at tier 1. I have 30 seconds to finish this game. I've been doing really bad about delaying the ads. So, Kitty Pride, we go Kate Bishop. We could go with the Mysterio this turn, but I think it's just Kate Bishop, Ant-Man. Then we save this, and we go from there. Subscriber benefits, yes. What's the total sub count now? The sub count is at 170, or 1,070, not 170, 1,070. And so we smashed the sub goal, and because of that, I made the commitment that I'm going to go live every day in October, at least for some period of time. It may not be lengthy streams, but at least for some period of time, I'll be live every day in October. Let's go Hitmonkey. We go Mysterio, which is the 4, 4, and 4. And then Kitty Pride, and last but not least, the Grapple Arrow. We're going to be able to flood out the board. We have the mid that's getting ramped up quite a bit. Unfortunate. We never get to see the end game of them, whether we snap or not, but we will take the win. Let's jump into the next one. You said live stream trick-or-treating? But that's later in the day. And so I could do it earlier. I do need to see if I can find like a Daredevil cosplay or something, because I think that would be really fun. I get told that I look like that actor all the time. He said, is Agent Venom worth it? It's still really early to tell, but initial impressions, he's very, very good, very playable. I never noticed, but oh, but you do. I thought you were saying Yondu because it was pushed together, and so my brain kept reading it as Yondu, not you do. Oh, we're going against the bot. All right. So the Agent Venom is great. We have Acid Arrow that we can throw. If we get Iron Man, then we just win the Onslaught Citadel. If you make the Daredevil cosplay, I'll bring you some viewers. Okay. Okay, we'll see what we can do, Angel. Crimson Cosmos? Yeah, Crimson Cosmos feels real bad with this deck. But the Iron Man is sleek to see. And we're going against the bot, so I think. Cassiminori? He said, wait, you do look like Daredevil. So I've been told. I don't know if I see it or not, but that's definitely what I've been told. So we go Iron. Let's go ahead and go Iron Man mid. Left lane is just a loss. We have to see if we can maybe somehow finesse the left lane. You said KM's description of you being the absolute nicest person who plays the meanest deck was so accurate. It really was. It really was, Zombie Lemon. Ooh, and the top deck of Hitmonkey here. Beautiful. So like Hitmonkey, Mysterio, Ant-Man. We win left, we win mid, and we beat the bot. So next we need dress-up goals. We do. We absolutely do. And then Flex, you said, I'm so glad you met your goal. Me too. I'm nervous, but very excited about it. And Batman, I appreciate you sticking through Adland. It means a lot. It definitely helps out. But welcome back. Welcome back from Adland. I hope you had a nice little break. Let's see if we can run up the ladder. And somebody asked why I wasn't claiming my rewards. I'll go ahead and claim them. I was just focusing on playing games more quickly. I normally do claim them. I also have some the border reward from Alliance that I need to claim, and I think it's a mystery variant from the web shop when I bought the pass. So see what we get. In true mystery variant fashion, we get Pixel Polaris. My silver lining, or looking on the bright side of the Pixel variants, is that eventually we won't have any more pixels we can pull. So that's just one more off the checklist to not being able to, or having to pull them again in the future. Okay, this one should be the mystery variant. Oh, looking on that bright side. Looking on that bright side. That's one more pixel variant that we can no longer pull in the future. Whew. That is we're 2 for 2. We jinxed it. No kidding. I absolutely did. That's okay. I don't know where the Misty Knight went, but we have the Polaris at least. Mr. Simba said, glad to see you streaming more often. I really enjoy your vibe. Thank you so much, Simba. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that I'm streaming more often too. Definitely exciting to make the jump or make that change. TLSG, we need some 7 TV emotes in here so I can Omega lol. We do. Is the new card good? It's very early on, but it feels very, very solid. It's definitely very playable. So with Hood, I'm actually going to go ahead and skip a turn. Maybe even the first 2 turns. Because ideally we get Bast at some point. What made you decide to take the leap and go full-time? I'm also considering. So crop top cop. A couple of things kind of pushed me in this direction. So my full-time job called for a return to office. We've been fully remote for 4 years. Called for a return to office and gave like a week and a half to 2 week notice. And there wasn't any kind of like passion or any kind of like positive intent showed. It was like you either return back or you're out of a job. And so like me, I could do it, but it definitely like you structure your life around the 4 years where you're at home. Being able to like help my son off to school in the morning, make sure he gets on the bus and small things like that. And just the way that it was presented definitely felt bad. And so I decided to like lean into this. This has always been something that like I've wondered if I have enough of a community to be able to make it work. And so the last like 3 months I've been streaming every chance that I could to see if the like income from what I could make even doing it part-time would be able to match what I could make there. And the last 3 months I actually made more from content than I did at my day job. And I spent more time at my day job. And so it didn't make sense, because if I was at the office, I wouldn't be able to do like videos on a release date of cards. I wouldn't be able to do patch coverage or any of that. And so my content would definitely have slowed to a crawl. And so that's the biggest reason why I made the leap now versus later on. And so Kitty Pride, this will be 7 energy. We have 3, 4, 5. It'll actually be 6 energy. So we could hold the Ant-Man. No. Just in case we get Mysterio. I want to be able to play out Mysterio.
I am.
So big Iron Man left. We do have the right lane on lock. Just comes down to if we can win left or mid. Chillisto said, where are my poggies at? And then OF Only Fox said, I can't wait to see your Agent Venom play. Gotta be good. I think he's a pretty decent card. We do top deck the Mysterio. So do we want to push left and risk having like the higher 4 power plays? Or hit Monkey here, Real Mysterio right, and go ahead and do Kitty Pride left. But we'll fill up and use all of our locations, hit Monkey scales a decent amount mid. Try it. Do get the retreat. We were able to position it just a little bit better than them by not getting capped out in the Bifrost. Was the big like momentum swing for us there. So we'll take it. We probably need to start playing a little bit more aggressively and snapping more aggressively because we're having really good luck with it. We just need to get more cubes out of it now. You said Charlie Cox is Daredevil's name? Yes, yes, Chadwick. That's it. Or Matt Murdock. I don't know which one. Yeah. Then Foster said we had a call to work week. They had happenings and perks every day. Much nicer. Yeah, they didn't have like they didn't have like, anything for the return to work. He said Charlie Cox is the actor. Yeah. They didn't have like any kind of like incentive or help to make that transition. It was just you do this because you need a job. And so it definitely felt bad. Next up we have Olivar. The first location, Eternity Range. We do get Agent Venom down early. We have the Hope Summers, so we can start scaling up our energy to get like an Iron Man down. Unfortunately, he didn't get hit by the Agent Venom, but that's okay. So Hope to the left, and I hope that we don't lose the Eternity Range. Ended up getting... Oh, wow. I hope we don't end up getting the rock. So, okay, not bad. Moon Knight had nothing to discard. And they get the rock with the Proxima discard. We're perfectly content with that. Let's go Scaling Power Bishop in the right. No, not Ant-Man. We want to go Kitty Pride in the left. Bishop's going to help us solo the right lane. The left lane might be our Hit Monkey lane. We can decide which direction to send the Hit Monkey on the last turn. Hey. So stealth.
Victory.
Brand Disley said, I've enjoyed US Agent in a similar build. Have you seen many 4? A decent amount of 4 still. And so it might be worthwhile to do US Agent. I'm not sure what I would cut at this point. Maybe the Kate Bishop, but I do like that in case we like really need to help curve into some more bursty cards, help scale our Bishop. She also feels potentially cuttable. And then Jonathan, you said, hope you get to quit your job and play video games full time. Live my dream. And Jonathan, so I have some good news for you. Yesterday, we actually hit the sub goal. And so I put in my notice today when I went to work. And then Nacho Heals, thank you so much for the resub with your Prime for the 2nd month. Very much appreciate it. Hopefully you're having a great day. And then ViXL, you said you did? We did. We absolutely did. And then William said, I'm glad that they took the gold out of Conquest because I never played it and would get really overwhelmed even trying it. I mean, that's a good one. I think we might need a pinned message. We might. Next up, we have Dara, and we're going to make this a pumping game. He snapped turn 1. We'll go ahead and snap right back. We'll match his vibe. We do have Agent Venom on 2 as well. We think Wasp could be worth a slot. I considered Wasp in a similar build, but I angled away from it. It's not awful with like the Bast, but also maybe not the Bast one. So the 1 power hood comes down. We get their Athena. Love to see it. Let's go with the 6 power Agent Venom. We probably don't run our Bass this game since we did get the Wakanda Embassy. We have actually a kind of a cracked hand. Maybe we get Bishop down. We could do Bass for a better Mysterio. Fine, so we gotta win this one. We gotta do it. For the content. Alright, Murder World in the right. We do have the 4 power Hood, which is beautiful. Do we start scaling the Thena? We know that they have Thena. We could either start scaling Thena or get Bishop down. I'm going to say Thena. I think Thena scales a bit higher. He said, let's show this unknown opponent who's boss. I wonder who this player could be. All right, so the Thena Demon. Okay. So far, very, very similar builds. We gotta win this one. We gotta do it indeed. All right, so we can go Hope Summers to get extra energy. I think we go ahead and go Bishop to start that scaling. So maybe Bishop in the right. And I'm gonna go Demon in mid to match their Demon. We have the Mysterio, but right now it's not impacted by Agent Venom. JR said I'm lurking in both. Very, very similar builds. I think this is our Bishop, though. Yeah, this one's our Bishop. So we can get, let's see, Hope Summers, Kitty Pryde. We scale Thena again. And then Mysterio is only a 4 power, so he probably has the 12 power Mysterio. But I also don't want to drop. I mean, I guess Bast, maybe not the worst option. Maybe not the best, but not the worst either. We'll go Kitty Pryde. Let's see, this one. Oh, wait, Scream? No way. Okay, it's actually pretty intense. They won't have a lot of room to pull cards next turn, but did not expect the Scream Polaris combo to be here. So, like, since we know maybe a Juggernaut might be in the mix. Mysterio goes here, here, here. Here. If we're doing that, we're giving up the right lane. Go for over there instead. Why Bass and not Monkey? Oh, we have the... Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. I didn't realize we had 3 energy left. So Monkey is definitely the best. We have a good push in the right, a good push in the left, a decent one in mid. Let's go ahead and lock it in for the 8 against Dara. We gotta hold our own. I think we see a Juggernaut. And by flooding the board, the Juggernaut is not going to be able to let their Scream go. Let's see. JR, you said I have a bad joke for you? I'm all ears. I'm all ears on it. And so the big Iron Man. Okay, we definitely lose mid. And the Silver Sable on the left. We are able to hold down the left barely. It actually becomes very, very close over there. But we hold down left, we hold down right, and we gotta put that in the video. It's not every day that we get to beat Dara. And so we'll take the 8. Let's jump over into the next one. Said, yeah, Steelers fans. No, Dara definitely has a different approach. Not that it's a bad approach. It's a very good approach, but it's definitely not my style. Said, oh my god, you beat Dara. Not every day that happens. The Scream definitely threw me off guard. He said Dara washed. Nah, Dara's not washed. The Dara is so enthusiastic. Dara is very enthusiastic, yeah. Very much so. He said uncertain if you missed it. You can't run through a campsite. You can only ran because it's past tense. I like it. It's very similar to one that I tell people all the time. Not that it's funny, but I enjoy it. It's asking them if they've heard about the circus fire because it was intense.
Victory.
E-N-T. That's probably my favorite joke. How many more subscribers do you need till your goal? So we chaotic. We actually hit it yesterday. So we put in our notice today. We're going full time. We're making the transition, and so we're actually we exceeded the goal by a little bit. So I don't have Havoc. What can I use? I would either go like Angela or maybe even so Angela or Thena. Thena in the game against Dara actually proved to be very useful, and so one of those two. Heard it here first. I mean, you're not wrong. I did say that. Opinion on Agent Venom? I think Agent Venom is he's very fun. He's very easy to like splash into mid-range builds to give them a little bit of extra flair. And I didn't start recording at the start of this one because I thought this was a bot. But since they're running Kingpin, I'm thinking they're running a Scream deck. So I'm thinking it's less likely a bot now. All right, let's go Hope Summers. Next turn we can go Bast. Ooh, a Kingpin Madam Web deck? Interesting. Then Zombie Normality. Congratulations. So happy that you hit your goal. I'm so excited for it too. It still doesn't quite feel real, but I'm very excited about it. So we can't play in the right lane. We can start Bishop's scaling. We can hide Hitmonkey in the left. That's so awesome to hear. You and Regis are my favorite snappers to watch. So much positivity. I absolutely enjoy the game so very much. Or just I enjoy creating content so very much. So I like it being able to interact with you guys. And so that really like brightens my day every time I get that opportunity or get that chance. So a Bishop Hood is a pretty decent play. We go Bishop, Ant-Man, maybe Hood next turn. I am concerned about capping out this location when they can move cards so freely. But they may also do like a Polaris and try to... I guess Polaris wouldn't pull a Hope Summers. Let's do this for now. Then Pong Ping, you said full-time content creation and streaming. Let's go. I'm so excited. You're a good streamer. See, and it... Ooh, that's good. It's a -4, but the Bishop popping over there at least allows us to scale that power. And then BD Soz. Thank you so much for the 5 community gifted subs. That is a huge support coming in, pushing us way past that goal. That brings us to 13 for the day. A total of... no, it's past 1,070. I think it's 1,080. But thank you so much for the support. And it's funny that you say that I'm a good streamer, YOLO, because I feel like I'm a little bit like awkward. I feel like I'm a little awkward, but I've got spirit for sure. Let's go Hitmonkey. Let's go Kate Bishop. We'll be able to flood the 3 cards on the last turn, and that will help our Bishop get up to that point. You said avoiding like a true ninja? Wait. I'm not sure I follow by slowly. Let's go ahead and lock this in. See what happen. See what happens. You're genuine, and we appreciate that. Okay, so with the Scream, with the Cannonball, oof. This feels like a Pilk deck. Then
Hey,
Packer
welcome.
Runner, thank you so
long
much for the
enough.
Prime sub and the support as well. Greatly appreciated. BD, you said you've been one of my favorite creators this whole time. I'm glad you came back. I don't have much time on Twitch, but I sub on YouTube. Thank you so much, BD. I appreciate you being here for that journey, because I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. This is okay, but I'm a little bit worried. I don't know that we have enough to make it happen, but I'm going to give it a shot for 4. We're going to take some of the cubes from Dara and give them right back, I think. The big Mysterio comes in. Once Havoc scales, we will be able to beat that mid lane. And we have the Hit Monkey in the left. I think our Bishop scales past the Scream Kingpin combo in the right. And we actually win left as well. So we get the good old casserole against Panda, against the Scream deck, by being able to flood enough onto the board. Havoc absolutely came in and saved the day. We'll take it. Let's go ahead and jump over into the next one. Space, you said, I love watching your streams. So chill and brilliant with your gameplay. Come for the Marvel Snap and stay for the puns. I rope people in with the bad dad jokes. I still, every time I hear the what took you so long notification for subs pop up, I get a good giggle out of it. And yeah, definitely a casserole. For a game that I thought we were gonna lose, if we turn it around real fast. And then HR Paul X, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the support.
Welcome. It took you long
coming
enough.
in, pushing us to 15 for the day, which is so much support. It launches us into a hype train. You guys are so generous. Even after we've exceeded the sub goal, you guys are still showing up and still showing out. How's the deck performing? It's going really well. Can we get deck stats on stream? So this deck stats for me don't update unless I manually refresh the page. But right now we're 13 and 4 for a positive 38 cubes, so an average of 2.24 per game. So it's doing really well for us so far. All right, let's go ahead and go Kate Bishop. The Crimson Cosmos is very unfortunate. Scream is good. Yeah, Scream is good. Scream is good, especially with like how flexible that is. But oh my goodness, butter my biscuits with the additional 5 community gifted subs. Thank you so much for the support. That pushes us to a good 20 and just over 1,080 sub points. We might exceed my wife's original my wife's original like agreed upon goal of 1250. I was able to barter her down eventually, but we may be able to exceed the 1250 this month. And then Aleron, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the support as well.
Welcome.
Pushing us to 21 for the day. What's the lore behind the took you long enough? So John, it actually says Wong, like W-O-N-G. So it took you long enough. As Wong pops up on the screen. I get a good giggle out of it every single time it shows up. So we have we know that they're going to be running like either some movement or counter movement stuff. We have to look out definitely in the Crimson Cosmos for like a Magneto. But otherwise, I think we curve a little bit earlier here than we do normally. Maybe to prevent some forms of the movement stuff. Agent Patriot feels great. That was another one of the ideas that I was thinking, was like an Agent Patriot deck. And I wasn't sure how cohesive it was going to be. Said you're not wrong about that. Is the basket cam still a thing? So crop top. I actually want to get a displate made, like a custom displate made of a picture of the basket. Oh wait, Grapple Arrow is going to pull this over when we could have played something into the Crimson Cosmos. Unfortunate. Doesn't feel great. Not even sure it feels good. Let's go Real Mysterio mid. Maybe we throw Iron Man mid and just have a prayer in that lane. Then Mass Crit with the resub with your Prime as well. That is the 4th month. Welcome back. Very glad to have you here. The big Hulk in the left, we wouldn't have won with the Red Skull anyways. But mid still becomes very questionable. Especially if they can scale this Thena. So it comes up to 14, 15. Actually, it goes to 30, right? Okay, that's not bad. I don't know what I was freaking out about. 30 is not bad. Let's go ahead and launch the Iron Man into mid. But I want to get a custom display of the basket made and then just like randomly place it on one of those like magnets just periodically and not say anything and just see how many people point it out. And then Aleron, you said just found your content and loving the stream and the vibes. Thank you so much, Aleron. I very much enjoy doing this. There was a time where I wasn't sure I was going to be able to come back to content, and the our small positive community was there whenever I returned after working through what I needed to, and I am so very grateful for them. Okay, the Mysterio pool, unfortunate. Then Silk in the right. We should still beat a Athena scale, right? Yeah, we're good. And so I'm glad that you guys are here. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to do what I love and what I enjoy. And Scott, so happy you hit your goal. Me too. I'm so excited that I hit it. Is this a real player? I wasn't commentating it like it was a real player. But we did grab. Was that another 4? We're gonna crush this infinite stream. My goodness. To just watch out for his alter ego, GSLT. GSLT, he's kind of a, like, his personality is awful. He's kind of a jerk, but he runs, you know, really non-negative decks. He doesn't run any Galactus. He runs just, you know, fair, consistent decks. But his attitude's kind of poor. And then Talon said, "Hey dude, your free-to-play video got me into Snap. Was wondering if the series would make a return." Yeah, so Talons, I want to. That is on my bucket list. I lost the footage from day 60 through, or 61 through 98. I was just waiting on being able to edit it, get everything done, put in place, and I ended up losing my hard drive fried. And I ended up losing all of that footage, and so it was definitely like gut-wrenching. And that was one of the things that like pushed me over the edge, and I needed to take a break, take a step back, work through some stuff that was going on in my personal life. And now that I'm back, I actually reran that the first 30 days, and I realized that the only thing that has changed from then until now is that you want to engage with the booster shop now versus before you didn't want to engage with it at all. So I want to at some point, but this may be full cope, but I'm hoping at some point that they change the card acquisition in some degree that would kind of warrant revisiting it as a new or returning player. And so I want to. It's on my bucket list. We just haven't got there yet. Okay, so let's go Bast. We'll go ahead and go Deem Kitty Pryde as well. That's going to make our Ant-Man good, our Iron Man, Mysterio, all of those. Is that a bot? Yeah, I think so. It definitely feels like one. Someone gave me a sub yesterday. Just Grum. It may have been, there was a few donations going around, but it may have, most likely it was General Sergeant. He threw out 100 gifted, Twitch matched an additional like 46 of those. And so if there was someone responsible, it was most likely him. Dan said, returning player from the pre-spotlights. So annoying how I have to wait forever for decent cards to come into caches. Yes. Yes, I would love it if they change that to some degree. We'll see if that's something in the wheelhouse or not, but I would definitely want that to be changed. My goodness, this is a big last turn play. So the Bishop scales, the Havoc, the Ant-Man, the Kitty Pryde, even if Nexus was ripped away.
Victory.
Did you play against Umbreon earlier? Maybe. I might have. And then General Sergeant, you are here hanging around. Hopefully your day's going well. Actually, I was thinking this earlier. I think you slingshotting us over the edge definitely deserves a VIP status. Next up we have Alt GR. The first location is Sinister London. They might be playing. Really tough turn one decision. It's a privilege and an honor. Thank you for being here and just continuing to have that positive vibe that like our little community is built on. The removal of player agency to get the cards they need. Yeah. Yep. And I'm holding out hope that they're working on something to change that. Because I feel like, in my head, Snap has been out for a while. After the first couple of years, you know, it's lost its like, ooh, this is the new thing kind of draw. And so I feel like they would have to or need to be looking at something to kind of bring that excitement back, or to be able to entice players that played for a little bit, fell off, and then now they feel like they're overwhelmed and they can't catch up without spending a lot of money. In my head, they have to be looking at something to do that or to fix that. It might just be copium. I don't know. That's what I think they're working on behind the scenes. We'll see. So now that General Sergeant is VIP'd, we ban him, right? Not yet. He hasn't done anything wrong. Do you know who Reckon is? I've played them a lot. I don't know who they are, but I've played them a whole lot as well. And every time I do, I make the same like bad joke of like, I reckon we'll be able to win this one, or I wonder if I reckon we'll be able to steal some cubes this time. But no, I don't know who they are. We could go Demon, it pulls over to the left. We could go Hope Summers, same thing. We can also go double Havoc, but I kind of want to go Iron Man. The left. I'm going to do Demon. Demon, pull over to the left and we'll see. I heard that they're adding booster packs. Yeah, so we don't know exactly what the booster packs entail. Wait, is this Cerebro 4? Ooh, it is Cerebro 4. That's the only reason you run a Leech Makari. There's no other reason to do it. Let's go Iron Man. Might be like a Havoc Hit Monkey type situation on the last turn. But we definitely win Gamma Lab. We just have to win one of the other ones. Did you read about the Collector Vault? So, I saw a little bit about it drunken. I know that it's going to bring back previous bundle exclusives and I think Spotlight variants, but I don't know how to engage with it. Like, I don't know if it's like you buy a pass to the vault and you get like one pool a month. I don't know how that would happen. Ooh, so big Nocturne.
I am Iron Man.
So they have to play in the left lane.
Iron Man.
But if they take away Sinister London, so the reason I didn't snap is they can actually get pretty big here with a double Cerebro like Mystique. Be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 power on all their cards. So it'd be, oh, actually, Monster Metropolis. Monster Metropolis breaks it unless we go bigger than 10. So I think we just make sure we don't. Havoc. I think we do this. If they go the Cerebro line, then this is ruined. They have 2 Nocturnes, though. Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you. This is only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the right lane, which I guess is better than our Venom. Right. The price for variants in the shop are crazy. I agree, YOLO. I agree. So they turn off that one, the double Cerebro. Oof. Can we overpower it with the Iron Man? It's gonna be our only hope here against the Cerebro 4. That is an awful lot of power. It's only, I guess, 23 in mid. I don't think they'll beat us in mid. Because 7 is 14 plus the 4, which will be 8. Yeah. So we'll take mid, we'll take right. An unfortunate set of locations, but we'll grab the 2 against the Cerebro 4 Enjoyer. It's a deck that I think is a pretty decent idea. It felt like it doesn't have enough low-cost things to really help that early game and get cards on the board. How are you 85 already? We took 8 cubes from Dara. And then I've been playing since 2. I was brewing a couple different things off and on. 7. What would be a good sub for Monkey? I think losing Monkey is kind of scary because that's one of your that's one of your like big or explosive last turn plays. And so I don't know. I don't know if there's a perfect sub for Monkey, Davey. So next up we have Zartos. Onslaught Citadel is beautiful, especially with the Bastard Iron Man. But let's go ahead and hold it for now because that's the only thing that it benefits right now. Havoc sub? I would say either Athena or Angela for the Havoc sub. So I think it might buy the season purely for those variants. The variants are pretty solid. Ooh, we do have Agent Venom. And so everything else is going to be 4 power. We have the Bast to offset what's in our hand already. Let's go ahead and snap it. The Iron Man in Onslaught Citadel. Oof. Oof. The Iron Man in Onslaught Citadel is going to be fantastic. And we can kind of go from there. Maybe Kate Bishop gives us a Pim Arrow to get some value in Onslaught Citadel. Ant-Man is also really big. That left location, yeah, the left location is very juicy. And then the right location is now also very juicy with Kamartaj and the Hit Monkey line. And so you love to see it. We also start scaling our Bishop here, starting at 4, which is phenomenal. You said giving an average of +2 to 3 to the entire deck is crazy. Yes, yes, it is amazing. Like it one of those cards that it doesn't feel like it's like overtuned or crazy, but it very well might be. Do we go Bast? So the double Cassandra Nova was unfortunate. It brings Havoc all the way from 4 to 3. I think we might do Kate Bishop Bast. Might be the best thing we can do. That gives us resources for the Hit Monkey last turn. We have either Iron Man left next turn. Yeah, Iron Man left on 5. Crazy part for me is he's only 2 cost. Yes, pretty much a cracked Okoye. Exactly. Poor Okoye. He never stood a chance. And then Mortal Kai, welcome in. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day over on the YouTube side. I'm glad that you caught one of the streams. Hopefully you enjoy it. Very positive vibes around here. He's basically better Fastos for lower power decks. Yes, because you're going to be able to guarantee what he pulls and what he provides. So the 3 power Acid Arrow, a little unfortunate. Not the end of the world. Right now we have 3, 4, 5, 6. Drawing Mysterio would be great because it would be the 4 power, so it'd be 12 power for 2 cost, and it'll scale our Hit Monkey. But I think with Iron Man in the left, that may scare them off of that lane, unless they have one as well. Ooh, that's a big claw. That is enough to scare me off of mid, though.
Iron Man.
Okay, the Mysterio is still great for the Hit Monkey line, but I forgot about the Cassandra Nova making it a 2 power instead of 4. And it's going to be a huge Hit Monkey. Huge Hit Monkey over here. And then we just need, like, Grapple Arrow to try to hopefully win this left lane. It's only 2 and 3. It's not awful. We could also rip Hit Monkey into mid with Grapple Arrow if we wanted to, from right to mid. Still that one, but it will be the same regardless. I think the left lane is our like pressure lane because we're only going to get an extra 5. I guess is that an extra 20? Never mind, we might be fine. We lose to what, an Eliath? Any kind of like movement cards, a Cosmo in the right. But everything else, I think we're good. Let's see, they do stick it out. Just to see, oh, is that the Eliath? No, it's Ultron. Okay, Ultron is not gonna do it. We're gonna be able to have the big explosion of power. Right now we're already at 20 power. Gonna be a very big Hit Monkey. What, 20 something? Oh, just 19. Wow, we actually didn't win right by as much as I thought. Goodness, why did I think it was gonna be much more than that? I'm glad that we had the big monkey, because we definitely needed it. It looks like it would have been maybe safer to do the grapple arrow and pull Hit Monkey into mid, but we will take the 4 cubes against Zartos, and that is where we're going to go ahead and end the video. Thank you guys, as always, for being here. It's been TLSG. Later, guys. I'm not ending the stream, but that's I think that we're going to end the video whenever I do make the spotlight. We're going to end it on that. So the deck is feeling phenomenal. I don't know that we've dropped very many games against like actual players. A lot of times, the first deck of the season is very skewed, but this one I think is very, very solid, very put together. So right now, we're pushing 81% win rate, 21 games. Of course, bots are included in that. Post the video in 3 days so I can use it to climb. No, we'll post the video in like an hour. I already have the thumbnail like prepped and ready. I'll just whenever I end stream, I'll do a quick edit. Meltdown kid said, haha, bye. Oof. By the way, hope you reach your sub goal. Mordecai, so I actually did. The YouTube sign off was surreal to watch happen live. It felt a little weird. Felt like that's the first time that I did the sign off live. It definitely felt a little strange. But I figured we needed to put an ender on it. And then Mordecai. So actually, I have some exciting news. We hit the goal yesterday, and so we're making the transition into full time. So we're actually almost 100 subs over what the Hot said that was weird. Okay, I feel it. He said, "Vi, it made you almost turn off the stream." Okay, I won't do it anymore. I won't do it anymore. IRL behind the scenes. Oh, John wasted life. Oh man, I didn't mean to trip you out. And then Cody. So I actually, so you on the YouTube side asked if I was interested in streaming or creating content for Pokemon Pocket, and so I actually have a channel that I launched up. That is the YouTube link to be able to check it out if you want. All right, let's go with let's go ahead and go Hope Summers just in case we draw Bast. We can kind of slingshot our Bishop back up. Oh, and then Jan. So I'm gonna paste your message through, Jan, about the deck. Hopefully it's not a troll image. If I didn't screen it, so please don't be a troll image. Let's go ahead and go Bishop Ant-Man. Yeah, we'll go Bishop Ant-Man. This may not be a game where we go Iron Man, or a game where we go Hitmonkey. It might be an Iron Man instead. And Mordecai said, "Congrats!" And I almost logged off too when he said that. Okay, my bad. I'll learn from it. We won't do that again. We do get the Bast, and so it might be Bast for us to do like maybe a Bast, Hate Bishop, Big. We'll have 6 energy on the last turn. We can do Hood plus Iron Man, or we'll have 7 energy. So we can do Hood or Iron Man plus Mysterio maybe. Just give us a heads up next time. Okay, my bad. My bad. Hawkeye first. Oh yeah, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop before the Bast. Yeah, my bad. Did the viewers actually drop after you said later, guys? I don't know. I try not to look too closely on the viewer count because I don't want it to dictate or like change like the vibe of how I'm feeling about how the stream's going. And so I don't look at it too closely. I don't know if it dropped. It may have, but we typically are teetering around what we were before. So we are able to go Mysterio plus Iron Man, but it's only 2 power across, so maybe that's not worth it. We can go Iron Man. We can go Havoc. Decent in the right, decent in the left. Give up mid. They did play a lot of Beast Bounce stuff, so they might have a bigger, more explosive play than we do, especially over here in this right lane. We're gonna give it a shot. Shadow King on the Bishop is a bit rude. Silver Sable, the Demon in the left, and the Sasquatch. That is huge power.
I am.
But it's not big enough for the Iron Man, right? But the right lane is where our problem is. So Shadow King set him down a little bit too low. How do we push those into mid? Maybe we could have gotten something. We did not. The Shadow King was huge for him. And then Cambria, how's it going? You said signing off Bamboozle. Yeah, we had the signing off Bamboozle. Cambria, it's going well. We're having a really good run with this deck. We've faced a lot of other creators. A lot of times at the start of the season, it's a lot of bots. But with this one, we've faced off a lot against a lot of other human players, and it's been holding over pretty steady. Mordecai, you said, been playing Bounce lately, and Sable is so good. I need to get hit Monkey still though. Yeah, Sable is amazing. In like a wide variety of decks. So next up we have Ari. Let's see, why is there no bounce here? Because a lot of our cards don't benefit from being bounced in. The only thing that would benefit would be like the bishop piece, and maybe the hit monkey line. But we're going for a little bit more like bursty or consistent output. Maybe started cooking with Scream. So I did. Oh, and then Cry. I saw your message a second ago. I didn't mean to ignore it. You said you got 1,000. Yes, we got 1,000. General pushed us over the edge with the 100 donation yesterday. You deserve full time so much. Can't wait to see you here more often. I'm so excited to be here more often. I cooked one deck with Scream, but I haven't got to do any kind of like big testing because I did want to do a video over Agent Venom first, and so that's what we set up for. So a lot of clutter. The Hood, White Widow. I have to look out for them doing a double clutter. Maybe they have Viper. Then a Negative Zone is also very, very rough here. So like a Kitty Pride Bast that helps all of these cards out. We have a Bishop that can scale continually. We have Kitty Pride to protect us from full clutter. Battle Pass card is probably going to be a more, yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit easier to attain. So the Debris, yeah, we are looking at clutter. Unfortunately, I feel like maybe it becomes, we're not going to be able to play much, so it doesn't matter if we have big energy, I don't think. Maybe it becomes Bishop Kitty Pride. Next turn we throw down Havoc. I feel like if they're going to do a clutter, they do it here. I might be wrong. We could also do Havoc, Kitty Pride this turn. Protect both. Or arrow, basic arrow. Let's do this. That protects us in both of those lanes from clutter, which they did neither. Okay. Bootman, welcome in. This is the type of deck I had in mind. Yes, it's been absolutely dominating. I really like the Bast as that like alternate option. So if you don't draw into your Agent Venom, like you have that backup line, because all of these cards that you built around benefit from that, like having their power increased. So for turn 5, can't do Iron Man because we threw down the Havoc, but that's okay. We can go Bishop Kitty Pride, or the reverse and do like Bishop Kitty Pride. We might open up a space in the left, actually. We'll do this. Ooh, no, I'd rather... Okay, that's good. Good. I was thinking we would rather have the card that pulls back in, just in case they sent Titania back our way. But it does play off. So Cersei, the Craven, Sabretooth, Quake. Probably not going to do it for him. Even a big, like, Cannonball, I don't think is going to lock him in. Then Angel said, please do me a favor and yell when you reach the 90s. Just so I know if I need to try. We may not be on stream when I hit the 90s. So this is takes away -3. So we go to -3, get an extra. We don't have a chance in mid, do we? Because of that upgrade. The upgrade for them was pretty big. Took the Rock into a Craven, the White Widow into a Sabretooth. Yeah. This would probably be the best thing we could get. And then Ant-Man's actually bigger for us. Same thing. I think we lose this one because they can just go big in the left. We don't have a lot of room for our Bishop to scale, but they didn't snap, so I'm going to let it play out. And then Cry, can you, both Pym and Ant-Man are bigger? Yeah, are bigger than her. Wait. Oh, wait, why didn't they play? They had us beaten, but they just donated the cube. So the reason for both Bast and Agent Venom. So with both, we're wanting to build our deck, and I'll switch over to the other view. So we're wanting to build our deck in a way that benefits from Agent Venom the most. And so Mysterio goes from a 2-cost 4 power to a 2-cost 12 power. Iron Man from the 5-0, 5-4, Havoc, Bishop, everything benefits greatly from being able to get the Agent Venom. But more often than not, you're either going to get him late, you're going to draw into some of those pieces early. And so to be able to have that like backup consistency of like, let's say I drew Mysterio, instead of it just being that 2-4, I can now have the backup line of having Bast as well, to bring him up to at least that 2-9 and benefit those other cards, because they're going to benefit just about as much in hand as if we would have hit Agent Venom while they were in deck. And so it helps us hit both sides of it, so we have those really big explosive plays, no matter if we got unlucky with an Agent Venom draw or not. And so my early testing didn't have Bast, and I actually got rolled. Wait, Alex, with the huge stream, I didn't even catch it. I was too busy in the deck explanation. Alexander, thank you so much for the huge 571 person raid. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully you had a fantastic stream. Hopefully you enjoyed the new card, the new season. And if you're joining us, you missed it yesterday. We hit our full-time sub goal, so we hit this goal of 1,000 subs. So we're making this and transitioning into a full-time content creation status. So I put in my notice at my day job today, and within a couple of weeks we'll be in that full-time role. And then Angel, yeah, absolutely. You can throw a shout out Alex's way. And so thank you guys for the follows as well. If you don't know who I am, I'm TLSG. I make a lot of content on, it used to be primarily on YouTube. I started in the day 2 of beta. I brute forced my way into the beta and created daily videos for the first year and a half of Marvel Snap's life. And since then I've been slowly transitioning and branching out, and now I'm very much enjoying the streaming side of things. Being able to interact with the viewers and just have that real-time feedback is such a, it makes me feel like I'm not creating into a silo. So whenever I'm sitting back and recording by myself, it feels like it's just going out into the ether. Being able to be here and chat with you guys makes it feel amazing. And so I love being able to create the content for you guys and be able to interact with you guys in that real-time space as well. So what are we going to do here? We have the hood rotation, which I think is always great. We have Acid Arrow left, but then that leaves us, I guess, just Kitty Pryde. Does Acid Arrow work in Quantum Tunnel? So it'll send their way, and then it rotates back, and it brings that card onto your side. And then the Rip Nation said, we love TLSG. Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. All of you guys and all of the raiders that are hanging out. The notification was just scrolling through. Agent Venom from Tunnel. Agent Venom from Tunnel would have been huge for us. But we top deck Agent Venom here, so that's not bad at all. You'll love to see it. Let's do Agent Venom. And maybe Demon Kitty Pryde. At some point I want to get Hope Summers down, but maybe that's Hope Summers Kitty Pryde next turn. And we always have the lever to just rotate. Oh, we're going against the bot. I don't know why I'm acting like they're going to be a really solid player. It's a pre-infinite bot. Kitty get set to 4. So if she's in the deck, she does. But Agent Venom only impacts cards that are in the deck. Why Kitty? Wouldn't Agent Venom buffer more? Only if I guess if we rotated her into the deck, she would. But since it doesn't impact our hand like Bast does. I'm also worried a little bit about rotating too much because I don't want to hit Bast now. The Mysterio is huge. This is one of my favorite interactions with Bast and with Agent Venom is the Mysterio. It takes it from a 2-cost 4 power to 2-12. which is phenomenal value. Let's go Hope Summers. We'll throw out the Mysterio, and then we can throw some rotations on the in Quantum Tunnel on the last turn. I don't think they're going to be able to do a whole lot. Maybe they hit us with a Hobgoblin left since it's a bot. Be devious. Oh, the scene. Thank you. And I've been having problems with my OBS crashing whenever I switch scenes, and so I'm actually just manually moving the pieces. It's not even the same scene. So it is the Hobgoblin from the bot. It's absolutely diabolical, but I think we'll be fine regardless. Flipping into an Iron Man would be beautiful here. We have 2 chances to do it. Let's do Mysterio first, into Havoc second. I don't want to pull back into Havoc. He would be lower than anything we can flip into. Oh, you said scene? Yeah, okay. I got you. Trying to outplay a bot is like that image of the dog eating the chess pieces. Yeah. Yeah, I always forget about the bots until, especially when I'm streaming, because I don't pay enough attention to who we're facing. We also didn't flip into the Iron Man, but it's fine. We have plenty of power out there. It would have just added a little bit of insult to that injury. You feel like Hope Summers is useful? I've been lurking. If you've used it extensively, I haven't seen it. Sorry. Hope Summers is definitely decent at being able to allow us to like curve into like a Mysterio, Hitmonkey, something else. So it's like whenever we've used her, she's been useful a handful of times. I was trying to think back to specifics of like when she was like a phenomenal piece that allowed us to win a game. And I think there's been a handful where she's been in that position. It's just hard to call it out. A lot of times she gives us that like 1 extra, so being able to do like an Iron Man plus a Mysterio that got hit by Agent Venom ends up putting like 12 plus whatever Iron Man ends up doubling. It gives us just a little bit of extra reach sometimes when we need it. But it could also probably be cut. And I apologize for all of you guys, all of you regular viewers and raiders. I missed the snooze on the ad, so it's going to start here in just a second. Try not to let it run during gameplay, but I absolutely slacked on my job. I was distracted by the massive positive community, or massive positive raid from Alex, and missed the snooze. I apologize. We'll do better next time. You have a plan in place to limit burnout? Making sure that I don't overcommit. So like this first month, I'm definitely overcommitting. This first month, I'm going to be live since we hit our goal before October started. I made the commitment that if we hit it before that point, I would stream every day in October. So I'm going to be live for 31 days consistent, at least for a little bit. Probably not long stream days, but I'll be live at least in some form during those. And so after that, it'll be really limiting how often and how much I'm streaming and creating content. Got to take off during the next break. Enjoy the stream. Gonna take off. Cassie, thank you so much for jumping in from the raid. I appreciate you. The ad just started, and so I understand if you got to go. But we appreciate you being here and appreciate just all the positivity. Sub for Havoc. So if you don't have Havoc, I would say going with like a Thena or an Angela would be really good. I would probably lean towards the Thena since it gets more of a little bonus from both Bast and Agent Venom, but either one would be good. So the Scream movement deck is unfortunate. Like hitting a Spider-Man, hitting Juggernaut, and having Scream early can be so devastating. We don't have any scaling in the right. I feel like we just go like maybe just an Iron Man. We have Hitmonkey, Mysterio, and then Kitty Pryde left. Go Iron Man mid. I think the 1-cost cards should help us handle the left lane. Ooh, we dodged the Juggernaut, which is huge. Kitty Pryde and Silk.
I am.
Could you show the deck you cooked up for Scream? Yeah, I can pop it on the screen real fast. So stereo snap scares me. The boomer snap especially scares me. But stereo, kitty pride. Either hit monkey mid, hit monkey left. Mid is only going to get scaled up by, it's scaled up by 6. It's not awful. I think we might need support in left. They could have an arrow. They've already used their juggernaut, so I'm not worried so much about that.
Hey, welcome. It took you long enough.
Now I'm worried so much about that. Oh no. The arrow was unfortunate. I do now wish that we had shifted hit monkey mid. We're gonna push, yeah, we're gonna push Silk back. That one was definitely winnable, but he said Rogue Snap or Shadow King. No, it was just a big like movement snap, I suppose. Had we pushed Hit Monkey right, we absolutely had that one on lock. But the arrow came in and kind of surprised us a bit. Would Agent Venom work in all? Would Agent Venom work at all in Destroy minus death? It could, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure that it would be necessarily an improvement. I think it'd be fine. I think it'd be playable, but I don't know how much better it would be. Because a lot of times having that 12 power death to drop alongside on your last turn can be game breaking. But I don't know that it would be terrible. It would start and maybe scale your null faster. So it might be worth experimenting around with. So this is kind of what I brewed around with for... This is kind of what I brewed around with for Scream, which is going to be Nebula for your scaling. We have Negasonic, kind of a decent value last turn play. Then we have our movement pieces. So we have the Kingpin, Scream, Craven. We have Silk, which can sometimes buff up our Craven and be that big power. Juggernaut, Polaris, Spider-Man, Stegron, Arrow for our like disruptive movement pieces for the opponent's cards. And then the 1/6. If you're moving stuff anyways, you might as well get the value of Miles Morales down. And I haven't played it that much, but that's kind of what I had in mind, or at least a starting spot. And then I might tweak it and change it, you know, as I dive into it further. But you made one very close to me, but I found Craven sort of worthless. It may be that may be what I end up like coming to the conclusion of. The thought process was between Kingpin, Scream, and Craven, you're very likely to have at least one of those on the board at any point in time. And so you'd be at least scaling or impacting something. It may not be that he ends up being worth it, but I know in the last, ever since the move change, he's been pretty bad. But that was like my starting point at least. Next up we have Weebies. The first location is Hala. I'm actually going to hold the Bass for a turn. I think that's the Bass decision I can make. That I figured he would be great, but I cut him to test Hercules. Let me know how the Hercules test goes. All right, let's go Kate Bishop. We can throw out Hope Summers next turn, and then we look to do Bast. And then Dark Moo, welcome in. Hopefully you're having a great day so far. Glad to have you here. And then, oh man, I'm so sorry, Jyclo. You did a sub 3 minutes ago and I missed it. Jyclo, thank you so much for the sub and the support. I very much appreciate it. It pushes us to 23 for the day. Very happy to have you here. Hopefully you're having a great one. Let's go Hope Summers. Next turn will be Bast. We'll go Bast and Furious with it. Then we have Double Hit Monkey and Sinister London is always huge. Maybe their Cable still or Havoc. That's what we can hope for. Okay, there goes Iron Man. Unfortunate. Would have been amazing in Sinister London. Can they pull our Agent Venom for us? No. Agent Venom would have been great. But without it, we're at a pretty big risk of getting full milled. Bass will set all of these to 3, although the Mysterio I don't think benefits at all or all that much from it with Sinister London in play. Otherwise, it's great. go ahead and do this. I think I'm still going to stick it out. Just from the double power of Hitmonkey, we might be able to make a stand. But mill decks typically run Shadow King. So Muir Island might not be great if we don't have priority. Then we have to look out for Shadow King, like destroying our Hitmonkey. Dark Moose said, decent day. You said ban TLSG, please. I probably need it. You're not wrong. Or you're not Wong. Sorry. Do you think Mill will ever be meta again? No. I wish. I really wish that it would be. But at its current state, no, I don't think it'll ever get there. And the reason for that is now you can sometimes run into Arsham, which would just derail that game. You have a very hard time winning that matchup. And so that decreases the consistency. And then Doc Ock only pulling one card decreases it further. And so it takes it from a deck that was really consistent against certain matchups to being like a toss-up. So I don't think it'll ever make it back into that spot, unfortunately. I'm worried about the double Mysterio from Sinister London. So I almost don't want to play anything, because I know the spaces are going to be very constricted. I mean, there is Milzery. Maybe. But so one of the biggest benefits of Mill before was you could full clutter one of their lanes with Doc Ock. So then you could look to like counter the rest. Without that piece, you can pretty consistently get through all of their cards. But things like Yondu, things like Baron Zemo just increases their chance to draw into like their big core pieces. And so it ends up usually feeling pretty bad. So Hitmonkey, Mysterio. Mysterio goes here and here. No, that we don't ever win this one. We'll give him the fist bump for running Mill. Mill and Destroy too. Black Bolt, which with Sinister London, with Kamartage, is always going to be really, really strong. What's your thoughts on Scream? So Scream, I think, is a really cool piece. I haven't got to experiment much with it, but I do think she has some really strong like foundation and a really strong core. For Agent Venom, I think he's great. I think he's really good at being able to be that, like, pushing that mid-range deck to really consistent levels. You get a lot of value out of him. Similar to Bast, but just on a different level. And so I actually like running both Bast and Agent Venom for that reason. So both the cards that you want to buff up kind of coincide together. Schwax, you said, can you talk about when the best time is typically to play Havoc in this deck? Typically, you can play Havoc around turn 5, whenever you realize if you are or are not going like your Iron Man line. So if you go Iron Man, you obviously would want to save it until like turn 6. But if you're not going Iron Man, but you're going like Hitmonkey, you want to be able to calculate and make sure that you have enough energy to do at least like Hitmonkey and then Mysterio. Ideally, you could do Hitmonkey, Mysterio, and a 1 cost if you have Hope Summers down. But it just kind of varies game to game. So let's save the Bast one more turn. I'll do Hope Summers next turn, and then we can curve into Bast on turn number 4. Be able to buff up whatever else we draw into. Mystery variant gave me Max Grekky Lizard. So I actually got from the mystery variant, I got 2 pixels. So I got one from the season pass and then one from the web shop purchase of the season pass. Both pixels. Looking on the bright side, I can't pull. Eventually, there's a limit to how many pixels I can get from those. I have to be getting close though. You got Pixel Wave. Oof. Rip Nation. And then RT Jung, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the support. Pushes us to 24 for the day. And we absolutely smashed the goal that we had. We are up to 1,089. We're almost 100 subs over it. So whether we're either for an album, no, they weren't. I wish they were, but they weren't. Let's go Bast. The Bast thing we can do. Bast and then Kitty Pride. And we'll be able to start flooding next turn. So we will be able to get the extra energy from Hope Summers, which would be nice. I got a pretty cool Mantis, but it's Mantis. Hopefully someday, Mantis will be playable. She's a card that she was very, very decent at the very least. I wouldn't say good, but decent in mill, and then they took that away. And now she doesn't really have any like pure homes. Then Dark Moo, thank you so much for resubbing with Prime for the 3rd month. Very much appreciate having you here. Hopefully you're having a great day so far. So Kitty Pride, we can go ahead and go Havoc left. Your left lane becomes pretty impressive with like Madam Web moving a card over. Maybe we go Bishop too. Bishop, Kitty Pride, Havoc. Good. Not awful. That gives us the ability to hit Monkey, Ant-Man, Kitty Pride. Maybe we even draw into Mysterio as well. And we can do one of those instead. If this is one of my favorite characters from Guardians, it's a shame that she's awful. Yeah. It truly is. So Dagger in the right, very scary. Because that means Dagger moving over into mid will give them another 12 power onto the already, what, 6 power? The already 6 power Dagger. See how we win this one. Iron Man is not going to do it. Because Iron Man here, that would leave us super susceptible to both of these lanes. A Hit Monkey, Ant-Man, Kitty Pride, Demon. This an okay amount here, an okay push here, and then a decent amount in the right lane. So if they move something big, then we might have them. With Nidavellir, with the move, with all of that, there's too many pieces to calculate. I'm just going to walk it in and hope for the best. It's only one additional cube. The big Red Hulk, we are absolutely not going to beat the big Red Hulk there. And then the big decent-sized Hit Monkey is not going to be able to match their Dagger. That's all right. Hot John, you said, dumb question. What does resubbing with Prime actually mean? So whenever you subscribe with your Prime, so an Amazon Prime membership will give you ad-free viewing for the channel for a month. And then you have to manually choose where to use your Prime that following month. And so resubbing is just them using it again for the channel. Oh, that was actually closer than it looked too. I thought we had I thought we're toast. I didn't even look at it until I saw your message, Vi. So yeah, Kitty and Demon swap, and we were winning that one, which is wild that we were gonna be able to almost overpower Red Hulk. Oof. A lot closer than it seemed. We lost mid by 14. We won left by 9. And so a 5 power differential from a double Dagger move and a big Red Hulk. Take those. Ari, that was so close. I as soon as I saw the Red Hulk game come down, I had given up on the game. Like I wasn't paying attention to the other cards reveal. And it wasn't until like after I almost clicked away that I realized how close that match was. Good game, Ari, as always. Tough loss, but great fight. Exactly. Those are the ones I don't mind to lose. Like it's if I'm getting completely completely pummeled by a deck, sometimes those are hard to lose. But something like that, you just have to respect it. I'm gonna go ahead and play Kate Bishop. We can save a lot of our cards to make a really crazy Hit Monkey on the last turn. You said given up, but it tied. Yes, I had given up because I didn't think we could compete in that right lane. But it was, like you said, it was that tie. So it was a very, very close one. All right, so we have the Acid Arrow, so we can stop Nebula from scaling, take up one of their spaces. Ooh, Subterranean. If we get Agent Venom, we actually get benefit from the rocks that are in the deck. All right, let's do Acid Arrow. We're going to slow play this because we can just flood all of our stuff almost at any point. We snap this, surely?
Oh, snap.
Oh. Ooh, but Elysium is a bit scary, right? I guess we go ahead and do Hope Summer's Bast. That at least buffs these up. Then if we don't draw, if it looks like we're drawing all rocks, then we play Havoc next turn. We can still wait on Bast. Yeah, we probably should have. Oh, yeah, you're right. We probably should have. Then Drunken King with the posture check. I always end up in a major slouch. It's an Agent Venom, the Subterranea tech card we've been waiting for. It is indeed. We do lose the Elysium, which is okay. We can't flood quite as much. There's the Agent Venom. You'll love to see it. So now everything in hand is 3. Everything in deck is 4. Let's go Agent Venom. I'm going to go Agent Venom left. I want to save 2 spaces in the Hope Summers lane so we can play at least 1 card there and still have a space to play, but... And Drunken King said, let's keep you straight up. I appreciate it. I need the support. Kitty Pride here? No. Okay. Maybe it becomes like a Havoc. It's going to be our highest power output. And then next turn would be the Flood. We have to look out for all of their counter movement stuff. I assume this is a Scream deck that just didn't draw Scream. Actually, everything they played was in the brew that I just showed on stream. Maybe they're that. We could also play out our 1 costs if we didn't actually. The chances of us drawing either Hitmonkey or Bishop are pretty low. So I think we go ahead and curve our cards out. This Mysterio is the double 4/4. Ant-Man, no, we'll go basic arrow. Play basic, yeah. Yep, I got there in the end. It took me a minute, but we got there. So the arrow was going to try and pull something over to the right and cap us out, but no such luck for them. Double Mysterio. The Silk is bouncing all around. I wish it would have jumped over to the right. Would have been beautiful at locking them in. Because we do struggle with Nebula being able to scale for free. That is an unfortunate additional rock. So probably don't win this one. But I don't think we can turn it away. And then Angel, you said, by the way, now that I'm on the laptop, are you interested in little predictions? You can do some. We can see how they go. I put Makari in my Super Giant deck after watching your stream the other day, and it made a big impact. Nice. I'm glad that it helped out. Instead of a 1-drop, you should put in a Nico, because you can get the ×2 spell and get a 1-cost 8 power. True floop. So, but what would I end up cutting? 8. You grab the 4. We grab the sneaky, cheeky 4. Even with Silk jumping over to the right, the 11 power Havoc was more than what they could handle. We'll take the 4 cubes. The Havoc was definitely earned his weight there. So I'm not sure what I would cut for the Nico. Like maybe Hope Summers, maybe Kate Bishop, but I do like having the additional like arrow tools. Maybe Bast. I love the Bast in this. So let's say we draw into our Iron Man. We draw into Bishop or Mysterio. Like this opening hand is actually a perfect example. So like these are 2 of the like cards that get huge benefit from Agent Venom, but we drew them early. And so now we throw Bast, and now it's a 6 power Iron Man. It's a 9 power Mysterio instead of it just being 4. And so I love the Bast in this one. I don't know that I would cut it. Athena has been pretty strong. Yeah, Athena instead of Havoc I think is an okay line too. That's what I originally started with, and then we pivoted to Havoc, and I think Havoc has some merit as well. Then Dark Moon, you said, wait, you reached the sub goal? We did. We're actually at 90 sub points over the sub goal. So absolute huge support came in yesterday during yesterday's stream. So then you could cut Hope. Yeah, I think cutting Hope might be doable. It does make Iron Man sometimes clunky to play, but you would have to curve him out on 5 on the games you play him. And so there's some games where I've liked Hope Summers, but I think that would be the one I could most easily see like taken away. Let's go Kitty Pride Hood. We do have the Iron Man. We want to start positioning some of our cards into Mojo World. That way we can make sure we full cap that one. Wait, oh, it's a bot. I was gonna say, why did they not play into the Hawkeye lane? But it's a bot. It makes sense. You ever play the hood at -3? I almost never play the hood at -3 unless there's like a location that takes it away, or something else. Very, very rarely. I don't think I have it all since we started running it. Let's go Agent Venom. Let's go Kitty Pryde. Three, four, five, six. We'll go ahead and play the demon as well. Any world where Marvel Boy comes to this deck? Probably not. So my hesitation with Marvel Boy would be that a lot of times we don't want to drop our 1 costs until pretty late in the game. So it doesn't have very many turns to actually impact and scale them. Agent Venom plus Subterranea in the Patriot deck, that would be why. I knew Agent Venom plus Subterranea, but I didn't think about the Patriot in it. The Patriot, I think, is so Patriot Subterranea hitting the Agent Venom is gonna be like chef's kiss for sure. Wait, is this not, this may not be a, is this not a bot? I don't think this is a bot anymore, because the Hawkeye here, which put it up to 3 power, Domino, Armor, Cerebro. I think this is just Cerebro 3. The scammer? Ah. Alright. So he may have gotten us, because a Killmonger takes out our demon. And our Bast. Not the Bast thing for us. But why would they run Hawkeye and Domino and Cerebro? Cerebro 3. Because they're looking to scam people, get them to snap early. Usual bot cards? Yeah, maybe.
I am Iron Man.
So we do have initiative. So we have to look out for our Kitty Pryde here. Could be like Kitty Pryde, Mysterio, Hitmonkey. It's our best shot in mid, and even then, I don't know that it does it after a Killmonger comes down. We'll go ahead and potentially, donate the.
Hey, welcome. It took you long enough.
And Wade Wilson, King of Asgard, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the support. Very much appreciate it, and appreciate having you here. The double drop in right. Kind of scared. A rogue? They wouldn't have a rogue, would they?
Victory.
I'm so confused. So I'm confident that that's a person. Super confident that that's a person, unless they're just, I don't know, we'll take it. Maybe they were hoping we didn't fill the right. Bye G Daddy, with the emote only chat. We'll launch into it for the next couple of minutes. We'll pop back. Bots will usually have a collection level that matches with you. Yeah, but we'll take the 8. That helps us on our climb a bit. Next up, we have Sowery. We do get Agent Venom in our opening hand, and then we have Mysterio in. What prediction do we have running? Oh, will we win the next one? Solid. Okay, so let's go ahead and go Agent Venom. We have a good opening hand for all of you voters out there. We have a solid opening hand to be able to try and win this one. Gonna cheat real quick. Happy gambling. Wait, hold on. So when does it close? Okay, so it closes pretty quickly. That is a lot of confidence. I mean, we could just not play anything. I don't think we haven't had anybody vote. We haven't had anybody vote no. All right, we have the one person that said nah, he's not gonna do it. Let's go the fake Hope Summers. If we draw another one, we can get an extra +2 every card we play there. Only 1 minute for the first time. Gotcha. So that was it. That's a lot of confidence onto the yes. We'll see if we can hold it down. Ooh, Ravona Magic. Also pretty scary. We do get Bast, which is great for us. Bast, Kitty Pride. Actually, let's wait an extra turn to do Iron Man for 4 power. I'm just going to go Kitty Pride. Next turn, we can go Iron Man plus Bast. I think we'll be fine. Big super giant. Okay. We have to look out for Eliath. I'd be worried about doing anything like the Iron Man here. It scares me a lot. Do we ever hit Monkey? Mysterio here. Kitty Pride or Ant-Man? That way they just don't know for sure where to throw an Eliath. And actually, in case it's Negasonic, let's go Mysterio first. Lock that in. Then it looks like we're past the 2 minutes. I'll go ahead and release you guys from the emote only chat. I love to see all of the creativity come through with the different emotes. Gotta play the odds. I mean, the man, I understand. I understand why you voted no. I don't take it personally at all. We go Kitty Pride. Iron Man mid. Iron Man mid, I think, is pretty solid. Unless they have the Shang-Chi. Then it hurts us quite a bit. You could also go Bast. That opens up the room for, like, Hood. Nah. No, we'll stick to the Kitty Pride. We'll lock this in. See what happens.
I am Iron Man.
I'm hoping that our plethora of cards that we threw whenever they had Supergiant down. Oh, wait. This is an Arnim Zola deck. It's Dak and Arnim Zola. Maybe. Or maybe that's MODOK? Probably MODOK. MODOK here. They hit Dakin with Arnim Zola. This goes here, generates 2 more Muramasa shards in hand. So then it goes from 4 to 8, from 8 to 16, from 16 to 32. We might be in trouble, because 32 here, we only go up by another 6. Yeah, we lose this one. I'm pretty confident that we end up dropping this one, because I don't think the Hit Monkey is going to be big enough. But if we're confident that the right is MODOK, then we just Havoc, Kitty Pride, Kate Bishop, and then see it play out. And then the man said, give me all of those points. And then Schwaks as well. And so actually, that's a lot more cards coming down than I thought it would be. So it's not the Arnim Zola Dracula, okay. Second Dakin from Camp Lehi is wild. And then Blade to get rid of 1. Is it MODOK left? We do have the big Hit Monkey in the left lane in Limbo. Wait, I thought these got hit by Agent Venom. Did they not? They may not have. 21 power left. Big MODOK, scary. Ooh, is it MODOK? Okay, Proxima. Oh, and Apocalypse. No, we can't beat the second absorption with Dracula taking. It was big. They hit the ideal line. There's nothing that we could have done. I don't know if I fist bumped him or not. Oof, that was a lot of channel points. I apologize to you guys. We had a good hand. I would have voted the same way. Oof, that was a lot of confidence on yes. Then Brandizzle said you've played the deck for a few hours. What are your ideal snap conditions? So ideally, being able to get an early Agent Venom with like some of your big hits still in the deck. And having like a big explosive finisher, so like Hit Monkey, an Iron Man that got hit by Agent Venom, Onslaught Citadel. There's a few pieces that end up being. No way, the man. It was 50 points to win 21,000 is nuts. You absolutely stole that one away. What would switch for Hitmonkey? That's the one thing that I haven't been able to figure out. Like, I don't know that there's a good sub for Hitmonkey. We do get Bast to hit the Iron Man, to hit the Hood, and then Agent Venom to everything else. That's going to be a snap for us. He owns the channel now? You're his employee? If he bans me, then that's so be it. Congrats to the doubters, I guess. Oof. The White Widow after we snapped is is diabolical. So now we have to win left and right. Right becomes kind of tough with our 1-cost cards. Becomes very tough with our 1-cost cards. This one's gonna hurt. $10K? Wade Wilson. Did you what? Did you wager like what, one and you got 10K out of it? I'm back on Supergiant with less Eliath running around. Souri, that was such a good game. I had no doubt in my mind that we were going to be able to win it, and then you were able to claw it back home with ease. Wait, you said it wasn't fast enough to dump it all on no.
Escaped.
Rather unfortunate. TLSG, what's your favorite movie? Ooh, that's a good question. One that I haven't really put a lot of thought into. So, one, as far as like one that I watched in theaters and gave me like the biggest like build up and the biggest hype, it had to be In-Game, because it was like this big multi-year build up into this really pinnacle type movie. So I've never have been to a movie that had such an electric atmosphere in the movie theater. And so like as far as movie experiences, that's probably my number one. As far as like movies or series go, the Harry Potter movie series and books have a really special home to me. I read those when I was really young, and they used to release every year right around my birthday. And so it was something where every year for my birthday, me, my mom, my dad, my sister, we would all go to the movies and watch the new Harry Potter. And so it was like this family ordeal. So it has a special place in my heart. So I'd probably say as far as favorite movie series, that one would have to take it. But In-Game had like an experience like no other. I don't think I'll ever be in a situation where something else has that much like electric energy and hype having had built around it. I'll be right back, checking when those books got released. So I read the first one when I was probably in, I think, 2nd grade, and I think up to the 4th one had been released at that point. After a certain point, I started waiting in line at the releases every time they released at midnight. The Force Awakens was hype too. Wish I didn't get so disappointed. Yeah, that one was definitely a hype too. But I'm not sure if it like carried through or not. Who's Harry Potter? Wait, did Kronk just double Fantast us for the Hood? Then Pilkey said I'm a massive Harry Potter fan. So I actually never played Hogwarts Legacy. When it came out, I know that there was the huge hype around it, but I never actually got around to playing it, unfortunately. So we go Iron Man mid. Next turn is like Havoc, Demon, Monkey, all right, maybe? And maybe it'll be all right. Any replacement for Hope? For Hope, you could probably do, honestly, another...
Kneel before Galactus.
Well, that's rough. One of those games with Arisham that you just can't expect or anticipate anything. And at that point, he realized it was not all right. So if we do this, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23-ish. We lose to an Goliath, but I think we can beat whatever they play. Goliath? Yeah. They play Goliath? In an Arisham deck? Never. No, I think you're right. I think the right call is to leave. So Hood Goliath, yeah. Okay, Hood Null also is awful. that is an Arisham generated Galactus, and Arisham generated Null for the complete feels bad, man. No, it wasn't built in. Both of these were generated. Bro, it has it out for you. Yeah, unfortunate. Flip it and send it to second dinner. You didn't play around that? I mean, I should have. I really should have. I don't know what I was thinking. But it does look like it's just around time for me to go pick up my daughter, so I'm going to wind down the stream and edit together a quick video with a deck spotlight, throw it up onto YouTube. I appreciate you guys for hanging around. Thank you so much for the positive start to the season. I'm going to be back tomorrow a little bit earlier in the day. I'm going to be live around 11 Central Time, so if you guys are around and want to jump in, I would love to have you guys. If not, we will catch you around the next one. They did announce that drops will be on the 3rd, and so I'm going to be doing some absolute degenerate hours starting on the 3rd. I'll do a normal stream on the 3rd during the day, and then once everyone in my house goes to bed, I'm going to do an overnight stream and stream just as long as I can until I pass out. And so we're going to do some extended hours to make full use of the Twitch drops, as well as make full use out of our new full-time status. And so thank you guys, as always, for being here. The ad is going to roll as I'm picking somebody into to raid over into. And then we will see you guys around on the next one. And the Dark Mood said, great, I'll be here tomorrow. I appreciate you guys so very much. Let's run the quick ad because it was about to trigger anyways. Normally I wouldn't. I was out of snoozes. Let's go to Twitch, see who's live still. I know Binks was doing a big Binksathon. Who else we got? We have Dara, and we have Dexter, we have Mogwai. I don't know that I've ever been able to raid into a Dara. And so let's go ahead and hit him with a big raid. Give him some pennies. Janix. Oh yeah, yeah, give me some pennies. Let's raid over into Dara GN. Dara after we beat him? Yeah. And so give him a good TLSG welcome. I know that he pumps some pretty good stuff, especially on card release days. And so I don't know if I'm gonna wait the 30 seconds to make sure no one's in ad land whenever we do the raid. But we'll go just as soon as that is over. And then Fresh, she said, see you later. Glad to see you on more often. I'm glad to be on more often. I'm super excited for the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months to see how this goes and where it takes us. But I know that with our community, we'll absolutely be able to dominate and crush it. And I couldn't do it without you guys. And so I'd say it a lot, but I truly mean it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Let's go ahead and raid over into Dara now as the ad finishes up before we lose any of you guys. And we'll catch you around tomorrow. Thank you guys.